213 Rock with Harrag Melodica on Vinylestimes Classic Rock Radio.
Hell yeah, sur la web rock station Vinylestimes, le classic rock radio. Ce soir, j'ai un grand monsieur encore à vous présenter ce soir, notamment Neil Fallon des Clutch. Il est là ce soir pour vous présenter WeatherMaker Vote Series Volume 1. Ce soir, il est là, ils ont de l'actualité, le groupe notamment. Hi Neil, nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Welcome tonight on 213 Rock. The name of the web rock station is Vinylestimes Classic Rock Radio. As you know, we are located in Paris, France, and thank you for accepting my radio request.
Of course.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Clutch a sorti son nouveau single Passive Restraints, notamment du nouvel album. Oui, une belle compile en tout cas. Le WeatherMaker Volt Series Volume 1 qui est sorti le 27 novembre dernier. Neil, the new album contains 8 re-recorded tracks plus 2 new songs on your label WeatherMaker Music. I think it's a good idea at this moment.
Well, thank you. It's it started out, and originally we were just going to do digital releases, and because it's hard to sell physical copies these days, so we didn't want to release brand new material like our new record and not know what we were doing. So it was sort of an experiment. But after putting them out digitally, a lot of people were asking for CDs and vinyls because there still is a demand. And it was kind of a good way to keep ourselves busy in between albums.
Ouais, effectivement, c'était une bonne idée de les sortir uniquement en digital parce que sortir des vieilleries comme ça en termes de CD, c'est pas vraiment l'ordre du business. Ça, c'est plutôt réservé à un nouvel album. Donc ils l'ont fait depuis leur propre label, leur back catalogue dans leur propre label, donc il s'appelle WeatherMaker Music. Ils ont sorti donc un 10 titres, notamment 8 titres réenregistrés de leur back catalogue plus 2 nouvelles chansons. Voilà, ça c'est une bonne idée en tout cas. And I think on last April you released Monsters Machine and Mythological Beast, an exclusive digital 10 compilation of songs from the band's extensive catalog. I think it's a great idea. You manage your rights perfectly, I think.
The idea was just to kind of create a playlist that the lyrics referenced either a monster or a beast or some sort. Because with things like Spotify, you constantly have to try to get people's attention because there's so much out there now. Mm-hmm. This was just one way to keep things cooking, kind of like the volume series. The Vault series, just to keep people's attention, which is a challenging thing to do these days.
Effectivement, pour gagner l'attention des fans, en attendant, parce que vous savez que toutes les tournées ont été arrêtées avec cette histoire de pandémique, etc. Donc, pour garder l'attention des fans, ils ont posé directement sur les réseaux sociaux. Donc, encore, il y a eu 2 compilations donc cette année, notamment une qui est sortie en avril, qui s'appelle Monsters Machine and Mythological Beast, notamment, qui regroupe aussi des anciens du back catalogue, et puis notamment pourquoi il est là ce soir aussi, pour nous parler aussi de WeatherMaker Vault Series Volume 1, sorti le 27 novembre dernier. And the Clutch released his new single Passive Restraints from the new album WeatherMaker Vault Series Volume 1 a few weeks ago on November 27 to be precise. The track Passive Restraints dates from the band's second EP released in 1992. Wow, it was the first deal band with Harrag Record at that time.
Yeah, that was I was 19 years old when I wrote those lyrics.
Okay.
I'm about 49 now. It's 30 years ago. And that, when you do this for so long, you have a tendency to kind of forget about some songs. And we were on tour with Lamb of God, and Randy was like, let's sing a song, let's do an old one. And he brought up that song, and we were like, okay. We didn't want to, but then we started playing it. We were like, how come we haven't been playing this for the past 30 years? This is a great song. So we, and I don't, there may be Clutch fans are unaware of it because it's so old and kind of obscure. So that's why we recorded it to put it out to a wider audience.
Ouais, effectivement, ils l'ont fait. C'était aussi demandé par les fans, notamment depuis longtemps. Ils pensaient que ce titre était oublié, et puis ils l'ont ressorti. Il y a eu Randy Blythe qui l'avait demandé aussi, qui connaissait donc des Lamb of God, qui connaissait ce titre. Ils l'ont joué ensemble, donc dans plusieurs festivals ensemble, effectivement. Et puis l'idée est arrivée. Pourquoi pas de la rejouer. En même temps, il avait quand même 19 ans à l'époque. Il y a eu 30 ans qui séparent. Aujourd'hui, il a 49 ans, et en même temps, donc 30 ans comme ça pour ressortir ce titre. Je pense qu'il était temps. En même temps, c'est aussi des idées pour tuer un peu ce temps de pandémique et de ce confinement, etc. Donc du fait que les groupes ne peuvent pas tourner, donc toutes les idées, elles sont bonnes à prendre, quoi. And in this new record version, you are in duet with Randy Blythe of Lamb of God. Oh yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, we've known Randy and those guys for many years. They're from Richmond, and we're from outside of Washington D.C. So it's only about 90 miles. So. We had a lot of mutual friends growing up in the scene, and Randy's a good guy. He's, and they're a great band.
Effectivement, qui se connaissent depuis longtemps, hein. Ils sont très proches, hein, du côté de Washington DC notamment. Et ouais, effectivement. Et donc il y a dans ce titre, il est en duo. Il y a Randy Blythe notamment et Neil Fallon, et ça déchire, quoi. Ça déchire, quoi. And you both collaborate on this live track for several years now.
Say again?
You both collaborate on this live track for several years now. You share on stage a lot of time.
Yeah, we did. We were on tour. It was us, Corrosion of Conformity, opening up for Lamb of God, and Randy would come out and sing that song, and then sometimes on tour at festivals, if Lamb of God were on the bill, he would come out and sing that song, and it's just something fun to do. It makes us feel young again.
Effectivement, il est venu sur scène, ils ont mis la patate, c'était furieux. Ça fait depuis quelques années, hein, qu'ils le jouent ensemble. Donc Randy Blythe et puis Clutch, ils jouaient ce titre, et finalement, il a été réenregistré, et notamment et en même temps, il y a eu un clip là-dessus. On the clip directed by Mr. David Brodsky, I can feel a perfect harmony between you.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Clutch has never really been that comfortable around cameras. We've never really been comfortable making videos. So personality is half the battle, and he has a way of dealing with us that we're relaxed. He's got a really good eye and aesthetic, and he works. The best thing is that he's super fast. Like we did a video for How to Shake Hands and Hot Bottom Feeder both on the same day, and it took us less than 6 hours.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
Effectivement, le big deal. Comme Randy ne tient pas en place, il a une superbe énergie, etc. Ils l'ont fait en 6 heures, la vidéo, ils l'ont enregistrée. Il est venu, il est passé, il a dit bonjour, il est resté quelques heures, notamment 6. Et puis, ils ont tourné la vidéo, notamment, et vous pouvez la retrouver, elle est disponible sur la page Facebook de 113 Rock, hein, là-dessus, quoi. And Randy Blythe has been a fan of Clutch for a long time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we known him pretty much since childhood. If you talk about teenagers, and we still he came up and drove up to do the video, and it was easy. It's fun, and not for nothing, he's a great photographer.
Yeah, effectivement, qu'il est venu notamment Randy Blythe, puisqu'il est un fan de très longue date, depuis qu'il est jeune, hein, il est fan de Clutch notamment, quoi. C'est ça. And the track Willie Nelson is a tribute to the great artist with the Outlaws country style.
Yeah, I think actually it started out just kind of being paranoid one night when there was a police helicopter above my house, shining lights in the window.
Really?
And I was just thinking, like, yeah, these things happen. And, just kind of being paranoid. But then, it's like Willie Nelson, yeah, he's a country star, but he's pretty punk rock. Mm-hmm. He's basically done it his way since the 1960s and has never had to explain himself. Yeah, I think there's a respect that one has to, even if you don't like country music, the respect of living your life and being a good person while doing it is worth celebrating.
Ouais, effectivement, il tenait à rendre un hommage à Willie Nelson, notamment, qui est un grand monsieur, un côté plus punk rock, notamment. Willie Nelson, notamment, donc ils lui ont fait un titre en hommage, et puis en même temps, il y a tout ce côté paranoïaque, etc. quoi. C'est la folie, quoi. C'est vraiment, c'est quand même cool de rendre hommage à quelqu'un que l'on connaît, à qui l'on aime, quoi. And in 2018, I think you had the idea of the best album title in the history of rock, Book of Bad Decisions. It's a great name.
Oh, thank you very much. Those were actually lyrics that I wrote many years ago, and I was just kind of waiting for the music to appear, so they could find a home. And when those guys started jamming that riff, I said, "Oh, wait a minute! I bet that works," and it does. It's sort of a, I guess you could call it a blues song, but I've always kind of been a fan of like film noir, David Lynch style scenarios. So you don't know exactly what's going on, you just know it's creepy.
Ok, donc effectivement, Book of Bad Decisions notamment, je vais poser la question, je lui dis c'est une grande idée, c'est certainement peut-être un des meilleurs noms de l'histoire du rock, Book of Bad Decisions notamment, avec bien sûr une pointe d'humour, et en même temps non, ça parle aussi de David Lynch, etc., des choses qui se passent, on ne sait pas trop pourquoi, c'est un peu ça quoi, c'est l'esprit David Lynch notamment qui règne sur ce titre en tout cas quoi. And with all of that, I can imagine the next album of the band. Just the thing, I think the production of the next album will be huge. I think.
I hope so. We're over the past year we've been kind of like every other artist figuring out how to do streams, and that's taken up a lot of our time. But we decided January 1st we're going to start writing aggressively our next record. To be honest, the past year has not been that inspirational, and I don't think we want to write a record that's talks about coronavirus or talks about quarantine. I don't want any of that. I want to have a party album. I want to see people dance.
Oh yeah. Il a envie de voir les gens danser, il a envie de voir les gens bouger notamment. Ils vont produire notamment leur prochain album qui sera très brut notamment. Ils viennent de le dire, hein. En tout cas, ça c'est cool ça. And the band played a live stream. It was a good experience.
Yeah, it's weird. When we just did one last weekend, and it's great that we're able to engage with our fans. Keep the lights on. It is odd singing to a camera like that live, but we do it live. We don't pre-record it. And I think that's important. And also, it gives us a reason to practice, because when all this nonsense blows over and bands go out on the road, I want us to come right out of the gate swinging. And be in the best musical shape that we can be in.
Effectivement, c'était une bonne expérience notamment. Ils ont pu jouer, ils ont pu enregistrer, ils ont pu pratiquer notamment. C'était un peu le défouloir et notamment en face des fans. C'était ça qui était important, être en face des fans quoi. And I could read the good comments this afternoon on your Facebook page, official Facebook page, from your live stream. Yeah, your fans were very happy.
Good. It's you kind of have to take it on faith that they're watching, because they say, okay, you're live, and when you're in real life, when the crowd's in front of you. Mm-hmm. But in this instance, you don't. So it's good to get that feedback, and everyone needs to be entertained.
Effectivement, c'était un bon feedback, c'était une bonne expérience. Lire les commentaires comme ça, je vous invite à aller voir les commentaires sur la page Facebook, notamment de Clutch. Allez voir, il y a d'excellents commentaires concernant l'expérience du live stream quoi. And I hope we'll see you in Europe, maybe in next 2 years after this COVID-19 story.
I hope so. I think we usually tour Europe in December. We had a tour. A headline tour. We usually do that in December. So I would hope a year from now we will be finishing our European headlining tour, and maybe even get a couple festivals, at the end of summer. United States isn't doing the best job with this, so I don't know how other countries like the EU or what have you are going to allow people to travel. But as soon as they do, we're on that first flight.
Yeah, we have to wait for that. Effectivement, que les États-Unis sont en train de faire le job aussi concernant les vaccins, etc. On attend, hein, effectivement. Ils ont hâte. Ils étaient supposés venir donc en décembre, effectivement. Bon, bah ça se fera pas. Mais en tout cas, ils reviendront en tête d'affiche. Ça, c'est sûr et certain. Visiter notamment. Et puis pourquoi pas au Hellfest, etc. Parce que c'est vraiment ça, un grand moment. Ça, ce groupe en concert, c'est vraiment un grand moment. Et puis quelle carrière depuis très longtemps, depuis 90 qu'ils existent. Et je les ai vus en 96, quoi. La première fois que je les ai vus, c'était en 96 à Montréal avec White Zombie et Prong. C'était énorme. I said the first time when I saw you on stage, it was on the tour with Prong and with White Zombie. Wow, it was a long time. It was in 1996 in Montreal, Canada. Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah, Montreal's a great town.
Yeah,
love it.
Yes, of course. So just before the end, please, Neil, do you have a message for the audience tonight, please?
Well, thanks for listening. Stay healthy. Be good to yourself and be good to your neighbors. And let's get back into live music. That would be good for everybody.
Okay, merci beaucoup, Monsieur Neil. Merry Clutchmas.
No, thank you very much. Merci.
Merci beaucoup, and hope to see you on tour or maybe in festival, Hellfest or something like that. Yeah.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Tout de suite, continuons en musique, notamment Passive Restraints, WeatherMaker Vault Series Volume 1 sur 213 Rock, Hell Yeah sur la Web Rock Station, Vinylestimes, le Classic Rock Radio, le duo avec Randy Blythe, et tout de suite de la Mob God, 213 Rock. Hier sur la Web Rock Station, Vinylestimes, le Classic Rock Radio, Passive Restraints, le WeatherMaker Vault Series Clutch. Vous l'avez entendu bien, Neil Fallon était avec nous en direct depuis les États-Unis. Ouais, c'est cool. Continuons avec Killer Be Killed, le Dream Gone Bad, 213 Rock.
Another hero
l'album notamment des Killers, Big Kill, le Dream Gone Bad sur 213 Rock, le Vinylestimes, le Classic Rock Radio. Continuons avec les Sinner's Blood, une version acoustique sortie cet après-midi, le Remember Me sur 213 Rock. Je rappelle que l'interview avec Nelson, elle est disponible sur le site vinylestimes.fr.
Take a breath.